Women are outraged at law for mandatory paternity tests.
Women are scared and pissed at mandatory paternity tests, and they aren't hiding it. Let's take a look at how these women react to paternity tests.
This video compilation was created strictly for entertainment purposes. No offense is intended toward any of the individuals featured.
What's this I hear? Your mama said that you want a DNA test.
Oh, wow. You in the car?
No, why do you want a DNA test for my child?
I think you know why.
Don't get in the car.
What happened? Like, you said all this time that you did not need no DNA test. We've been in a relationship for 5 years, and all of a sudden, I don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden now you want a DNA test.
Okay, since you don't get in the car and talk to me, I'm gonna be real with you. I just don't know. The baby is like so light.
You don't know what? The baby is 4 fucking days old. Like, what do you mean? Like, so you really want a DNA test for our baby?
I didn't come out the womb like that. And
it don't matter. So tell me this. Like, do you think that I was cheating at all? Our whole relationship, we've been together 5 years. You always know where I'm at. I'm always at the house. If I do leave out the house, I'm with you. You honestly think I was cheating?
I don't think you was cheating, but what's wrong with me getting a DNA test?
Why do you need a DNA test?
I just want to know for a fact.
You do know for a fact.
I don't know for a fact.
You don't know for a fact that this your child.
That's what the DNA test for. No, I don't.
You don't know for a fact.
I don't know. What's
but
wrong
we've
with
been
DNA
together
test?
for 5 years.
My mama said I should get a DNA test just to be sure.
Because mama know
Your
best.
mama wasn't in our relationship though. I feel like that's so.
This is the thing, man. Moms with sons, they know. They know what's up. They know what type of women to avoid. You guys remember that one woman I reviewed on this channel? And she was like a grandma, and she was encouraging her sons to get their passports and look for women in other countries. It's crazy there isn't already a system in place that requires DNA testing after the birth of a child. Probably because it's another woman-centric zone, and knowing the child is definitely the mother's is enough. And it's just, who cares if the man knows it's actually his? The woman knows it's hers, and that's enough for us. Just imagine we lived in a parallel universe where everything was the same. Everything was 100% the same, except men were the ones who knew the child was 100% theirs. I guarantee there would be mandatory DNA testing, and women would be empowered and hyped up to get that paternity test. It's like men are continuing to find out later in life that they are raising kids or children that are not theirs, and women are still confused and perplexed. They act so perplexed when men tell them they value female virginity. It's like this is how we are. This is how we're wired. It's like they still can't understand why we would care about it. They take it as offense. Look, lady, this is not a time for us to have this talk about whether or not I think you cheated, because obviously something is up. All right, this guy is saying that the baby looks awfully white. Yeah, bro, the kid might be mixed, and mixed because it ain't yours.
Disrespectful that you even want a DNA test for our
Disrespectful, the shaming.
child. We've been together for 5 years.
Do you have anything to worry about?
You're literally talking about us getting married next year.
How you cheat on me?
No, I have not.
So what you
No, I
worried
have
about
not.
it for? Just a DNA.
I'm
I
not
gotta pay for it.
worried.
You don't gotta pay for it. I
I'm
gotta pay
not
for
worried
it.
about it. I just find it just so odd. All of a sudden, now you want a DNA test, and all of a sudden, you just questioning the baby.
Look, if you love this guy, you will give him peace of mind. And he doesn't even need her permission. In the United States, like a private paternity test, DNA test, you don't need her. You just need the child and you. So he's gonna do it, whether you like it or not.
Listen,
Are you questioning our son?
I just want to know for sure. That's it.
So you questioning whether he's yours or not?
I just want to know for sure. That's it.
So you don't know for sure?
I don't.
And we've been together for 5 years.
No, I don't know. So can you stop making this?
So you don't know? All right.
That's how you feel.
And yeah, the first time I watched this video, I missed it this time, but I remember her saying, "my child." You'll notice that women will do this. They'll explain or describe the child as theirs. It's not ours. It's not yours even. It's mine. My child. And when I first watched this, I caught that. She's saying, why do you want a paternity test for my child? Well, that's exactly why. that could very well be some sort of Freudian slip. You never know. Yeah, it's actually pretty awful for women to describe a child who is both theirs as mine. That's a pretty awful, awful thing to say.
Baby, it this week, cause it might calm you down. I rub your feet listening to everything you talking about.
Let a man ask me for a DNA test for a child that he knows is his because you only been met.
What's wrong with a man asking for a DNA test?
Come on now.
He didn't carry that baby. He doesn't know what you did on days when he wasn't around. He just want proof that the kid is his. By right, I think every man should be given a DNA test upon when a child is born, so he doesn't spend the rest of his life raising a kid that doesn't belong to him.
Preach.
And why are we acting like there aren't women out here pinning kids on men that it doesn't belong to? My thing is, you went as far as saying it's embarrassing or he's trying to embarrass you when he asks for a DNA test. It's only embarrassing when you're sleeping around and you know for a fact the baby not his. My thing is, why y'all so offended when they ask for a DNA test? If you know the baby's his, I don't think there is no offense behind it. Of course, he just won't prove the baby's his. What is wrong with that? I feel like women that get offended by men asking for DNA tests are women that sleep around with a lot of men and don't know who the father is, and they just tend to pin the baby on whoever.
Bruh, he ain't my fucking kid. None of that shit,
That's a good woman right there.
bruh. He ain't my kid, bruh. Can you prove that he's my kid? Go get a DNA test done. When you go get a DNA test done, then come back and holler. I got a whole DNA test right here. It's not my fucking child.
Damn.
Ain't no probability of it my kid.
That's tough.
Look, it's so about nigga at the child support office. That's the child support office. I'm so proud, nigga. That's the child support office. Nigga. He ain't even my goddamn kid. He's not my fucking kid. Probability of paternity. He's not even my kid. Look, he's not mine. Look, he's not mine. He's not mine, bro. You can live your life now, bro. He's not mine. What the fuck would you call me a damn deep for that's not mine? He's not even mine. Take that shit, man. Ain't even fucking mine. Well, you got a basket on top. I don't care. That's his shit. Give him his shit. Give him his shit. Before I knew it wasn't my son, I bought him all of this little shit. He can have the rest of it too. This is all his shit. I bought all of it. I bought all of it except for that little blue pants, them old ass pants you brought, and them right there. Boy, you ain't bought me shit. Boy, don't like you or your kid. What the fuck? Don't find the message. Boy, you ain't bought a shit. I done bought everything for the. Boy, you ain't even never seen this. This isn't important. It wouldn't make no difference. He ain't my goddamn kid. The blood test says. The blood test says not mine.
Damn.
That's a blood test.
Weekage. You don't even know who your goddamn baby daddy is.
You are not.
Yeah, there's obviously a push to sway men into feeling ashamed and insecure or hateful for wanting to be certain that a child is theirs. And the type of women who will push that onto you, the type of women who will try to make you feel that type of way when you do ask for a DNA test are the exact type of women you should not have been involved with in the first place. But there's a chick in this video, right, earlier on. She was saying if a guy wants to have a DNA test, what's the problem? Just let him do it. That is the type of woman you should be entertaining and actually sleeping with, not the other type. And it's funny how women will go around claiming that there's like a patriarchy that is oppressing them. Meanwhile, men have no say in whether their child is born or not, and they are browbeaten if these men want a DNA test. But who cares what they say, because ultimately you don't need the woman to get a paternity test. So fuck them. Seems like fatherhood also is becoming like an ambiguous definition. If you just look at the rise of shaming men who don't want to raise another man's offspring. And you know, a lot of men are actually pushing that idea as well, which is strange. And this is what they want, because society is playing into female hypergamy and giving room for it to blossom. Like allowing women to get knocked up by one man and then have another man, right, the provider and the guy with good dad traits, raise the child. So in our femme-centric, gynocentric, matriarchal world that we live in, there's an environment being created and promoted to allow female hypergamy to thrive.
Sensational. Sensational.
I have been married for 51 years. Got 2 sons, 42 and 40. Them deadbeats. I'm still supporting the little boogers. Needed to take a test to see if any of us had a kidney good enough for my brother.
Wait, hold on. He's how old? No, that's how long he was married. Okay.
Found out something interesting. They ain't my kids. There's somebody else's.
What the fuck?
Of course, the only good thing is, I know it's not my fault that those 2 idiots got dumped into this world. Hell, I thought they took after their mother. Instead, they take after the plumber or the postman or the milkman, or, yeah, they were milkmen back when they came around. I mean, God only knows. It sure gets old. I do wish I knew who the real fathers were, and they ain't the same. She was bopping.
What's pretty fucked up too is like these women can only get pregnant when they're ovulating, and so they're either selecting to cheat in a small period where they're actually ovulating, or they're doing it so frequently, they're cheating so frequently that they just happen to get knocked up during ovulation. So it's like either they're cheating so frequently that one of those times just happens to be when she's ovulating, or, and evolutionary psychology backs this up, they are more prone to cheat when they actually are ovulating.
A couple of different guys. But if I could figure out who they were, I've been practicing law long enough that I pretty well figure I could sue their ass and get all my money back that I sunk into those 2 deadbeats. It just chaps my ass that she couldn't tell me. I'd probably forgiven her. Maybe not. You know how it is. Hell, boys, y'all need to go get your own paternity test. You can't tell by looking who's the daddy, unless you're looking down at the genetic level. I've been in court thousands of times in paternity suits. At 4 out of 5 times, guy says he ain't the daddy, he's right. And the genetic test is the only way to prove it for sure.
Damn.
These women are hopping everything that looks fun. You thought you liked sex.
Right.
You ain't nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I guess that pretty well completes that story.
Damn, poor guy. Yeah, and I'm not really convinced that men are actually out here cheating more than women. You look it up, you look at stats, of course, that's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get. Google's gonna show you these things that say, oh well, no, it's men that are cheating more frequently, but I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't buy it. Ultimately, I actually don't buy it at all. I think women, maybe not always, but it seems like nowadays they're cheating more than men.
I'll go home, start drafting up some divorce papers.
Fuck.
See if I can't get free of that crazy bitch. I mean, I stayed with her for the sake of the children and the grandchildren.
God damn.
Now the great-grandchildren. But they ain't no kin of mine.
Wow.
Fuck 'em.
And I guarantee that whole time he didn't know his wife even cheated on him, let alone became pregnant and then pushed those children out and is making him raise them. This is the thing that gets me, and it makes me question how many men are in a relationship and marriages right now. Maybe they are actually raising kids that are theirs, but maybe she cheated when she wasn't ovulating. You just really don't know. And nowadays, God, obviously I'm seeing what's in front of me, but it just seems like women are cheating just as much as men, if not more. So I wanted to bring this up here. In France, actually, private DNA paternity testing is illegal. So you're not even allowed in France to get paternity tests privately. The only way, it says, let's see, including through laboratories in other countries, and is punishable by up to a year in prison. And in the United States, paternity testing is fully legal, and fathers may test their children without the consent or knowledge of the mother. Paternity testing take-home kits are readily available for purchase, though the results are not admissible and in court and are for personal knowledge only. So yeah, even if the chick is like, no, wow, she's all offended and shit that you're doing it, who gives a fuck? Do it anyways.